Worried about ghosts hiding nearby? You're not the only one. A lot of us get those spooky vibes, especially when it's dark and quiet. If you're not into spooky vibes, then seriously, skip this church. It's known as one of the most haunted spots in the entire world. Creepy, right? Can't wait to see all your smiling faces again. Seriously, get ready for a super fun episode that's bursting with laughs, good vibes, and a whole lot of joy. Ready to jump into the spine-chilling world of horror, The Curse of St. Amelia's Church? Trust me, it's gonna be a wild ride filled with thrills and chills. Buckle up. Before we jump in, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe for more fun episodes. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next. St. Amelia's Church is this stunning old Gothic church nestled in the historic city of Lucca, right in the heart of beautiful Tuscany, Italy. It's absolutely charming. It was constructed between 1185 and 1230 AD, and its construction is attributed to the renowned architect and mathematician Leonardo Pisano, also known as Fibonacci. For centuries, it stood proudly as a testament to human ingenuity and a symbol of the city's deep religious devotion. Back in 1999, the church had to shut its doors to everyone because they were worried about how safe it was. Can you believe that? The church was completely abandoned, just left to fall apart and become a sad, crumbling ruin. It's such a bummer to see. Then in 2004, a group of paranormal investigators visited the site and discovered that it was allegedly one of the most haunted places on Earth. According to legend, the church was built over the ruins of an ancient Roman temple dedicated to a pagan goddess named Minerva. When Christianity began spreading throughout the Roman Empire, the old temples were often converted into churches to signify the triumph of the new faith over the old. At St. Amelia's, they totally swapped the pagan goddess Minerva for the awesome Christian St. Amelia. How cool is that, right? It's like a little piece of history that shows how things change over time. However, some believe that the spirit of the goddess never truly left the site, and that she, along with other pagan deities, still linger there to this day. As you can imagine, legends like this one have made St. Amelia's a hotspot for ghost hunters and paranormal researchers. And while there is no evidence to support these claims, the stories only add to the church's mystique and allure. Some say that the church is cursed, and that anyone who enters it will be haunted by ghosts or even possessed by demons. Others claim that the very air within the church walls is thick with supernatural energy, making it a dangerous place for the living to visit. Of course, these are just stories, and there is no concrete proof that any of it is true. But they make for some pretty scary tales nonetheless. One story goes that those who enter the church will be confronted by the ghost of a woman dressed in a long black gown. You know, they say she wanders the aisles, crying and mourning for her lost child. It's just so heartbreaking, right? I mean, can you even imagine the pain she must feel every single day? There's this super spooky tale about a young girl who is said to haunt the bell tower. Picture her wandering around at night, whispering secrets that send chills down your spine. Imagine her floating in like a spooky ghost, ringing these enchanting bells that sound absolutely magical, right? It's like something out of a dream. Some visitors have even reported hearing the sound of children's laughter echoing through the nave, even though there are no children playing there. Picture this. A caretaker who slowly loses his mind because of the restless spirits hanging out in the church. It's a wild tale that'll send chills down your spine. He claimed he saw spooky apparitions, heard creepy voices, and felt chilly spots everywhere. It was like a horror movie come to life, right? Eventually, he became so disturbed that he had to be committed to an insane asylum where he died years later. These stories, along with many others, have cemented Amelia's reputation as one of the most haunted places in the world. In recent times, there have been several investigations conducted in order to find out the truth about the paranormal activity in the church. One investigation was carried out by a local paranormal research group called the Lucca Ghost Club. They used various pieces of equipment, including EMF meters, EVP recorders, and thermal cameras to try and detect any supernatural presence. The results were inconclusive, but some members of the group claimed to have experienced strange phenomena during their investigation. A team from the Italian TV network Italia One just wrapped up another investigation. And guess what? It's super interesting and totally worth checking out. They spent several nights in the church filming and recording any paranormal activity that may have occurred. While they were digging into this crazy mystery, guess what? They actually caught what looks like a nun's ghost on camera. How wild is that, right? It's like something straight out of a spooky movie. They also said they heard all sorts of weird sounds like footsteps, whispers, and even laughter echoing all around them, making the whole place feel super eerie and mysterious. Now, it should be noted that none of these investigations were able to provide concrete proof of paranormal activity. However, the stories and legends surrounding St. Amelia's continue to grow and evolve, making it a popular destination for ghost hunters and those looking for a good scare. Now let's get into some interesting discoveries related to the topic of ghosts. Have you ever wondered how real ghosts are? You know what? Experts actually say they could be way more real than we think. It's pretty wild, right? Like, who would have thought? You know, there are tons of wild stories about people claiming they've seen ghosts. It's super fascinating, right? Like, can you imagine what that must feel like? Check it out. With all this cool tech popping up everywhere, we've got some seriously awesome new tools to dive into these claims and see what's really going on. One way that some people try to communicate with ghosts is through the use of electronic voice phenomenon, or EVP. An EVP is like catching a voice from the other side that you can hear in real time, you know? It's kind of wild how those sounds pop up later, right? Many paranormal investigators believe that these voices are the result of spirits trying to communicate with the living. In fact, there have been many EVPs that have been recorded in supposedly haunted places like St. Amelia's Church. Another way that some people try to prove the existence of ghosts is by using electromagnetic field, or EMF, meters. These devices can detect changes in the electromagnetic field, and some people believe that ghosts can cause these fields to fluctuate. You know, there have been tons of reports about weird EMF readings in places that are said to be haunted. Isn't that wild? It's like, everywhere you look, people are picking up strange signals in spooky spots. Can you imagine walking into a place and feeling those vibes? It's just mind-blowing. Still, skeptics argue that these readings can be explained by natural sources of electromagnetic energy. Despite the lack of scientific evidence, the belief in ghosts persists. Some people even claim to have photographic evidence of ghosts. However, these images are often blurry or can be explained by other means. Ghost stories and legends totally keep us hooked, right? They're just so intriguing. I mean, who doesn't love a good spooky tale that sends chills down your spine? It's like diving into a world of mystery and thrill. It is still totally up in the air whether they were real or just a big mystery, you know? I mean, People are buzzing about it everywhere. What do you think? Are they real or just clever tricks? I'd love to hear your thoughts. Our curiosity about the paranormal just keeps pushing us to dive into the unknown. It's like, who knows what we might discover, right? So the next time you feel brave enough, maybe you can visit somewhere like St. Amelia's church and see for yourself. What do you think? Are there any ghosts haunting St. Amelia's church? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure to like and subscribe for more great episodes. Thanks for watching. See you next time.